I've had the most magical life. It was not what I expected. It was not at all what I dreamed about, but wow, I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world.
For decades, Linda Evans has been one of television's most beloved icons, captivating audiences with her portrayal of the elegant yet resilient Krystle Carrington on the hit series Dynasty. Now, at 81 years old, Evans is finally breaking her silence, revealing truths fans have waited years to hear. Could it involve a hidden romance, a deeply personal struggle, or a behind-the-scenes story that reshapes how we remember Dynasty forever? Join us as we uncover the remarkable life of the woman who played a central role in one of television's most iconic dramas. Linda Evans, born Linda Evanstad on November 18, 1942, in Hartford, Connecticut, was the second of three daughters born to Arlene and Alba Evanstad, both professional dancers. When Linda was just 6 months old, the family moved from Hartford to North Hollywood, setting the stage for her future in entertainment. While growing up in North Hollywood, Evans attended Hollywood High School, where she first discovered a passion for acting. Her journey into drama began not out of ambition, but as a way to overcome shyness, by enrolling in a drama class that would quietly change her life. As she grew older, each performance helped build her confidence, allowing her to step out of the shadows and into the spotlight first. Despite the growing pull of fame, Evans remained grounded in her roots. Surrounded by the love and support of her parents and her two sisters, Carol Davidson and Kathy Evanstad, she navigated the challenges of growing up with resilience and grace. Their unwavering encouragement guided her through both triumphs and uncertainties, shaping the woman who would later become a television legend. Linda Evans began her acting journey in the early 1960s. As she stepped into the professional world, she adopted the last name Evans, the stage name audiences would soon come to recognize. At just 15 years old, she landed her first television commercial, marking her official entry into the entertainment industry. Not long after, Evans secured her first recurring television role on the popular sitcom Bachelor Father, starring John Forsythe. Throughout the decade, she continued to build momentum with guest appearances on hit series such as The Adventures of Ozzie and Harriet, Wagon Train, and My Favorite Martian, all major television successes of the 1960s. In 1965, Evans achieved her first regular series role when she was cast as Audra Barkley on the Western drama The Big Valley. She portrayed the daughter of Victoria Barkley and remained with the show until its conclusion in 1969, though her presence was reduced during the final 2 seasons. During the 1970s, Evans maintained a steady television presence, primarily through guest appearances. She appeared in popular detective series including The Rockford Files, alongside James Garner, McCloud with Dennis Weaver, and Macmillan Wife, starring Rock Hudson. In 1977, she headlined the spy thriller Hunter, alongside James Franciscus and Ralph Bellamy, though the series lasted only 13 episodes. Evans also made notable film appearances, starring opposite Lee Marvin and Robert Shaw in the 1979 action thriller Avalanche Express. In 1980, she appeared in Tom Horn, the final film of legendary actor Steve McQueen. Her career reached extraordinary heights when she was cast as Krystle Carrington in the primetime soap opera Dynasty, which premiered in January 1981. Playing the compassionate and principled wife of wealthy oil tycoon Blake Carrington, portrayed by her former co-star John Forsythe, Evans became a household name almost overnight. Although Dynasty initially struggled in the ratings, the series surged in popularity after a major revamp and the introduction of British actress Joan Collins as Blake's scheming ex-wife, Alexis Carrington. Alongside Evans and Forsythe, the trio helped transform Dynasty into a cultural phenomenon. The show is now widely regarded as one of the most iconic television series of the 1980s, celebrated for its glamour, excess, and dramatic storytelling. Evans's portrayal of Krystle Carrington earned her a Golden Globe Award for Best Actress in a television drama series in 1982. She continued to receive Golden Globe nominations annually from 1982 through 1985, reflecting both her enduring appeal and the show's sustained popularity. In 1983, she was also nominated for a Primetime Emmy Award for Outstanding Lead Actress in a Drama Series, further solidifying her status as one of television's leading stars. Beyond industry accolades, Evans won the hearts of viewers worldwide. She received multiple People's Choice Awards for Favorite Female TV Star and was honored with Soap Opera Digest Awards for Best Lead Actress in 1984 and 1985. Her portrayal of Krystle, defined by elegance, strength, and emotional depth, resonated with audiences across generations. One of the show's most iconic elements was Krystle's fierce on-screen rivalry with Joan Collins' character, Alexis Colby, a dynamic that became legendary in television history. Evans ultimately departed Dynasty in 1989, 4 months before the series concluded. She appeared in only 6 of the final season's 22 episodes before stepping away from the role that defined an era. Following her exit from the series, Evans largely stepped back from acting, making occasional television appearances and commercials. She shifted her focus toward personal health and wellness, opening fitness centers and embracing a new chapter beyond Hollywood. In the 1990s, Evans also ventured into the beauty and skincare industry, becoming the face and voice of Rejuvenate, a popular facial toning mask promoted through infomercials. Her involvement reflected a long-standing commitment to health, beauty, and helping others feel confident and empowered, qualities that mirrored the grace and poise she brought to the screen throughout her career. Her passion for wellness and self-care extended far beyond television, marking a lasting evolution of a star who had already left an indelible mark on entertainment history. In 1983, Linda Evans expanded her influence beyond acting with the release of the Linda Evans Beauty and Exercise book. In it, she shared practical advice on fitness, self-care, and maintaining a youthful lifestyle. Through her writing, Evans encouraged readers to prioritize health and personal well-being as essential foundations for a fulfilling life, inspiring generations to embrace balance and self-respect. During this same period, she continued working in television, appearing in several made-for-TV films. These included I'll Take Romance in 1990, The Gambler Returns, The Luck of the Draw in 1991, and Dazzle in 1995. Although she stepped away from the Hollywood spotlight throughout much of the 1990s, Evans never fully left the entertainment world behind. In 1991, she delighted fans by returning to her most iconic role in the television miniseries Dynasty, The Reunion. This long-awaited revisit to the lavish world of the Carrington family offered viewers a nostalgic return to the drama and intrigue that had defined the original series. While Krystle Carrington's role in the miniseries was brief, Evans's appearance rekindled the warmth, elegance, and emotional strength that made the character so beloved. Throughout her portrayal of Krystle, Evans infused the role with grace, compassion, and resilience, qualities that helped cement her status as one of television's most enduring icons. During the 2000s, Evans appeared less frequently on screen, but remained a cherished public figure. In 2005, her legacy was celebrated in the fictionalized television film Dynasty, The Making of a Guilty Pleasure, in which actress Melora Hardin portrayed her. The film offered audiences a behind-the-scenes look at the creation of the hit series while honoring Evans' pivotal role in its success. The following year, Evans reunited with her Dynasty co-stars for the documentary Special Dynasty: Cat Fights Caviar. The program allowed fans to revisit the series' most memorable moments while highlighting the enduring bonds formed among the cast. In 2006, Evans took to the stage in the play Legends, performing alongside her former on-screen rival, Joan Collins. What once appeared as a dramatic feud evolved into a collaborative partnership, showcasing both actresses' enduring talent and mutual respect. In 2009, Evans surprised audiences by appearing on the UK reality competition Hell's Kitchen, hosted by renowned chef Gordon Ramsay. Despite having no professional culinary background, she impressed judges and viewers alike with her dedication, discipline, and willingness to learn. Her resilience and positive attitude carried her through the intense competition, and she ultimately emerged as the season's winner, proving her versatility extended far beyond acting. Winning Hell's Kitchen marked another remarkable milestone in Evans's multifaceted career and highlighted her passion for cooking, which she later shared with fans through her memoir and cookbook, Recipes for Life. In 2021, Evans made a quiet yet meaningful return to film, appearing in the critically acclaimed movie Swan Song. She portrayed Karen Sloan, a once-celebrated opera singer who has withdrawn from public life. The role required Evans to balance vulnerability and strength, reflecting the emotional challenges of stepping back into the spotlight after years of solitude. Her performance was widely praised and underscored her enduring depth as an actress. As of today, Linda Evans has an estimated net worth of approximately $20 million. Her wealth stems primarily from her successful acting career, most notably her long tenure on Dynasty, along with her ventures in fitness, wellness, and authorship. In her personal life, Evans was engaged in her late teens to Patrick Curtis, who later became a press agent and went on to marry Raquel Welch. She has since been married and divorced twice. Her first marriage was to actor, photographer, and director John Derek, whom she wed in 1968. Derek, who was 16 years her senior, played a significant role in her professional and personal life. Their marriage ended in 1974 when Derek left Evans for Bo Derek, marking a painful but transformative chapter in her life. Evans later married property executive Stan Herman, a union that lasted from 1975 to 1979. She then shared a long-term relationship with restaurateur George Santopietro from 1980 to 1984. Over the years, she also had brief relationships with the Big Valley co-star Lee Majors, as well as businessmen Richard Cohen and Dennis Stein during the mid-1980s. In 1989, Evans began a highly publicized relationship with musician Yanni, a romance that lasted nearly a decade until 1998. She frequently spoke about him with admiration in interviews, describing him as a deeply positive and influential presence in her life. In 2014, Linda Evans faced a difficult and highly publicized moment when she became involved in a legal incident related to reckless driving. According to reports from People, authorities observed her vehicle swerving between lanes and briefly crossing into oncoming traffic. When asked to perform a field sobriety test, Evans appeared slow in her movements, struggled with balance, and showed signs of poor coordination. Evans later explained that her behavior was not the result of alcohol or drugs, but rather severe back pain caused by a slipped disc, which she said significantly impaired her ability to drive and move comfortably. Following the investigation, the initial charge of driving under the influence was reduced to reckless driving. While the incident was undoubtedly challenging, Evans treated it as a moment of reflection rather than defeat. In the aftermath, she focused on healing, self-care, and reassessing her priorities, using the experience as an opportunity for personal growth rather than allowing it to define her. In recent years, Evans has stepped away from acting to concentrate on her personal interests and meaningful projects. She has taken part in motivational speaking engagements and continues to be a respected presence in the entertainment world, admired not just for her career, but for her resilience. Throughout her journey in Hollywood, Linda Evans encountered numerous obstacles while navigating an industry that was constantly evolving. One of the most significant challenges she faced was gender inequality, particularly during the early years of her career. At a time when leading roles for women were scarce and opportunities for advancement were limited, Evans confronted an industry that often confined talented actresses to secondary or stereotypical roles. Rather than accepting those limitations, she carved out her own space through determination, professionalism, and undeniable talent. Her success stood as quiet defiance against the narrow expectations placed on women in entertainment. Another persistent pressure Evans faced was the industry's rigid standards of beauty and femininity. In an environment that often prioritized youth and appearance above all else, she endured constant scrutiny and unrealistic expectations to remain flawless. Yet instead of surrendering to those demands, Evans chose to embrace her individuality. By celebrating her natural elegance and authenticity, she challenged traditional norms and captivated audiences not through perfection, but through grace, strength, and self-assurance, qualities that ultimately became the hallmark of her legacy. Moreover, as a woman working in a male-dominated industry, Linda Evans had to confront widespread sexism and discrimination. From earning less than her male counterparts to being overlooked for substantial roles, she encountered obstacles that threatened to stall her career at every turn. Rather than quietly accepting these inequities, Evans used her growing influence to advocate for gender equality in Hollywood, challenging outdated norms and pushing for greater opportunity and visibility for women in the industry. Another major challenge she faced was being typecast. Casting directors and producers often limited her to similar roles based on past performances, narrowing the scope of her career. Determined not to be confined, Evans actively sought out parts that allowed her to demonstrate depth, range, and emotional complexity. By taking creative risks and stepping outside her comfort zone, she broke free from those limitations and established herself as a versatile and multidimensional performer. Fame also came with relentless public attention and a profound loss of privacy. As one of television's most recognizable faces, Evans found her personal life constantly scrutinized by the media, making it difficult to maintain any sense of normalcy. At the same time, she faced unrelenting pressure from fans, critics, and industry insiders who expected her to consistently deliver exceptional performances and uphold an image of perfection. At times, the weight of those expectations felt overwhelming. Yet, through it all, Evans displayed remarkable resilience, grace, and determination. She not only endured the pressures of fame and scrutiny, but emerged stronger, leaving behind a legacy defined by perseverance and integrity. Behind the spotlight, however, Evans was fighting a deeply personal battle. She was diagnosed with chronic fatigue syndrome, a condition marked by persistent exhaustion and a range of debilitating symptoms that significantly affected her daily life. The illness posed challenges that were often invisible and difficult for others to understand, testing both her physical endurance and emotional strength. Her struggle began in the late 1990s, following a sudden and alarming decline in her energy and overall health. Despite her outward appearance of vitality, Evans was coping with an illness that was complex, poorly understood, and difficult to treat. In interviews and public appearances, she bravely spoke about how profoundly the condition affected both her personal life and professional path. By opening up, Evans helped raise awareness about a disorder that is frequently misunderstood or dismissed. Her honesty offered comfort and validation to countless individuals facing similar struggles in silence. In doing so, she shattered the illusion of invincibility often associated with celebrity, revealing the human vulnerability beneath the glamour. Throughout her health journey, Evans refused to let the illness define her. She explored various treatment options, made meaningful lifestyle changes, and took a proactive approach to her well-being. Her advocacy emphasized the importance of self-education, personalized care, and standing up for one's health, especially when living with long-term conditions. Using her public platform, Evans became a voice for those affected by chronic fatigue syndrome. Through interviews, events, and advocacy efforts, she worked to promote greater recognition, research, and understanding from both the medical community and society at large. Ultimately, Linda Evans' impact extends far beyond her contributions to television and film. Her openness about chronic illness serves as a powerful reminder that health challenges can affect anyone, regardless of success or status, and that strength is often found not in perfection, but in perseverance.